I mean, so KPU Langley, April 19th through 21st, it is Food Truck Wars. So it says 45 on there. It's actually 47 food trucks. Yeah, we brought in a kids zone this year. So there's going to be inflatables and magicians and face painters. And
if it looks like a hamster, it's probably like 𝐿𝐸 is like a guinea pig.
Yeah.
And that's what they eat down there.
Because apparently just the fireworks from Celebration of Light contributes to 4.1% of pollution in Vancouver. There's going to be a SkyTrain in Langley City. Like, that is going to change the whole city as you know it. That's going to bring in different traffic, different types of people, and different problems and positives.
Now, what are some other challenges you're experiencing? You know, maybe you can use this as a way to voice your
How
form.
difficult has the city of Langley been?
No, not Langley in general. Welcome. This is live from Langley BC, where we talk to locals and business owners about upcoming events and hot topics around the community. I'm your co-host, Dan, local realtor with
Megan from the local space.
Yeah, she is. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment, like, subscribe, as well if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, leave us a rating, please. And thank you to anyone who's done that, and we really appreciate you. Our guest today is the mastermind behind the Greater Vancouver Food Truck Festival, who's transforming Vancouver's food scene into an epic, must-experience culinary adventure. Please welcome Jason Faria.
Oh, so close. I was going to see if you're going to pronounce my name correctly, and you did not.
What is it?
Faria.
But
it's
I had
okay.
a friend
You and everybody else.
growing up, her name was Faria, so I figured it was similar. What's your background?
Portuguese. Well, and Filipino, but that's the Portuguese side.
Okay. That's why I was like mixed between that. She was Persian, so that's why. Faria,
Close.
Faria.
Yeah.
I'm Peruvian, so we're both got that Latin mix. Where's Peru? Guess
it's in Peru. I don't know. I didn't know Peruvian means Peru.
Oh, okay. Perusian. Anyways, Jason, welcome. Why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself? So, yeah, we can get right into it.
Yeah, well, great. Thank you guys for having me.
No problem.
Obviously, yeah, I am Jason. I am one of the owners of the Greater Vancouver Food Truck Festival, along with my wife, Kathleen. I mean, we've been doing this for an incredibly long time. I've been in food trucks since I was in diapers. So that was like 6? No, a little younger than that. I've been doing it for a long time, and the Greater Vancouver Food Truck Festival came into our lives 2017. We decided, hey, food trucks aren't really a common thing around here. Let's make them common. And we've been really kind of pushing that agenda for the past, God, what year is it now? 7 years, 8 years, something like that, to make food trucks a big part and ingrained into our society. And I think we've done a very good job of that. And now we're here to push the envelope a little bit further and do bigger, better, and more expensive events that potentially put me in bankruptcy.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That's crazy. That's a long time ago being a food truck. But like, I didn't even know that was a thing until, like you said, pretty recent.
I mean, they just weren't a common thing out here in BC. Like, you saw a lot of street side food trucks in the mid 2000s around there, kind of just hovering around Vancouver, but you never saw them anywhere else. You saw them at large events, Cloverdale Rodeo, P&E, things like that. But that was it. Over the past few years, especially in the last 3 years, you've seen it accelerate. COVID really helped kind of push food trucks into the mainstream because they were a safe alternative at that time. And now they're just everywhere, except for in Langley City.
Yeah, we'll get into that. That's, yeah, definitely social distance safe, those are. And I've been to a few of yours, and I can say they are definitely a must experience because it's a different vibe there for sure. Well, how about start off by, giving a little background of like, did you grow up around here in Langley? Why are you coming to Langley for this?
Yeah, so I live in Langley.
Oh, cool.
We live in Langley. I went to high school in Langley. I went to elementary school in Langley. My kids go to elementary school right now in Langley. We are Langley through and through. So we really wanted to bring it back. We've done events in Langley in the past. We do them in Vancouver. We do them as far as Nova Scotia. But really, this is our marquee event that we do, Food Truck Wars, which is April 19th, 21st at KPU Langley. And we really wanted to have it in Langley. We did it in Surrey year 1, which was 2021. And it was great. It was a huge success, but I wanted to bring it back. And KPU is actually where I graduated from. I am one of the alumni there, and they welcomed us with open arms. They said, we really want this here. We want to talk about a success story from one of our alumni, never mind two, because my wife also went to KPU. And yeah, that's kind of how that came about. And then so last year we did it. This year we wanted to bring it back. It was touch and go for a while if we were going to be able to bring it back. But here we are, 2 weeks out.
Yeah, that's the one I went to last year, was the one in KPU, Langley. Yep. And then there was one in Cloverdale Fairgrounds, or I don't know what you call that. Amphitheater, around there.
Yeah. Exhibition grounds, I think they call it.
That's the one. That's the one.
So that one was a smaller one that I think we did in June last year. I think that was about the 8th one of the year. We were a little burnt out at that time. And I think we just said, hey, the weather's nice. Let's just go at it. Like, let's just have fun. And people they had just come out of the rodeo as well. I think it was the week or two after. But it was still a good crowd there. KPU Langley, we were able to get 20,000+ people there last year. This year, we're going for a bit more.
Mm-hmm. You should set up a tent there.
No.
She should.
I think we did. Didn't you do one in Mission?
I did.
Last year. I feel like Tanisha set up
Mission.
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah, but I won't be here that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So,
bigger plans.
I'll be away
go set
too.
up a patio set in Summerland.
Oh, fun. There you go. How are you doing more this year?
A lot more.
Okay, good.
Well, events, or do you mean at Food Truck Wars? God knows what else.
Isn't there a ball tournament that weekend?
I don't think that weekend.
There is.
Is there?
Yeah.
Which one is it that?
There was a message. It starts on the 18th. That's the Thursday, I imagine. Yeah. It's the 19th, the Friday.
I'll fight Peter.
Yeah.
He loves me.
That's clientele right there.
Mm-hmm.
Come after the game.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Like
last year. Bus.
Well, last year there was a tournament too. Last year was Icebreaker when we did it. So we're kind of used to doing it during the ball tournament. We rent the parking lots from Township. So we just got to make sure we close the gate to keep all the ball players out. We have big football players from the Langley Rams actually running the shuttle this year. So they're going to be stationed there with their little tents. So I'm sure people will get scared off by them.
That's a full community event.
That is what we go for.
That's awesome. So where did the concept of Food Truck Wars come from?
I mean, again, we've been in the food truck world for a long time, and we're all fairly egotistical, I think, in that we're the best at what we do. And this was the way that I found that we could showcase it, is let's pit everyone against each other. I think year one was a cash prize. And then we realized, well, the prize is the 40,000 people come in there. So let's give them a nice plaque. And it's great. We do 8 categories. So anything from like best classic food to best plant-based to best international fusion, as well as people's choice. So people can actually like go around on QR codes and do it all online and actually vote for who is the best of the best. And let me tell you, the food trucks actually hang on to these awards and take pride in them. Like they want to be better than their compadres. They want to showcase why their food is better.
Yeah, no, that's always really cool. I find the everyone could go around and vote on the QR codes, and it's good that it's gotten to that point where it's so easy. Yeah,
I don't think I've been to the Food Truck Wars. No, I've been to his events, but I haven't been to the Food Truck Wars part.
Yeah, the Food Truck Wars is just the one a year. We do 8 to 10 other ones on top of our partnership. Like we work with the municipalities doing their events. So a lot of the events you'll go to, we produce, but we just stay quiet in the background.
Right.
But
yeah, because I think I've seen building up to 2020, 2019 where things shut down. I remember seeing groups or events on Facebook where it's like, oh, look, today there's food truck day down in Surrey Central and stuff like that. It wasn't, specifically from Greater Vancouver Food Truck. It was just general, gathering of food trucks.
Yep.
Which was really cool. And I did, that's where I kind of started seeing things, like I said, around that time. And then after that, now it's full events that are, with you guys and the city and all that.
Yeah. I mean, these events, it's to give a platform to the businesses that are a part of it. Obviously, the food trucks, the artisan markets that we work with, the performers. There's hundreds of small businesses within our events, and it's hard to put these together. So we really are the organizing body that just puts on the event and facilitates the war, I guess, in this situation.
That's funny. My favorite when I went was It was a Peruvian fusion one. I don't know if you...
Machu Picchu.
Yeah, so good.
They are fantastic. And they have a llama as their mascot.
Good. If you ever want to try Peruvian food, that's a good place to go. Because it's such a random, like, South American food truck, too.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, maybe you see some tacos here and there, but aside from that, there's no, like, specific country food truck from South America. So that's pretty cool.
When we saw it, we said, "What are these guys doing?" like they got a hamster on the side of the wall. They're selling Peruvian food. What is Peruvian food? And they've done really well. They're also amazing people. They're really great to work with. But it just goes to show good food will actually produce for you. It doesn't have to be the flashiest or the nicest thing, which their stuff is really nice as well. But if you put a good product out and you're good people will come.
Have you? Did they tell you the story about the hamster?
It is a national figure of some sort, but I have not delved too deep in it.
So, I mean, if it is a hamster, then I don't know. But if it looks like a hamster, it's probably like 𝐿𝐸 is like a guinea pig.
Yeah.
And that's what they eat down there. Yeah, they raise guinea pigs to eat them. In like,
are they selling that in their truck?
Probably not. Probably not. But we've had. I don't know if we've had that here, but definitely in Peru. Obviously, they have that everywhere. In like the more like outside, towns, right? But it's funny because I've never had any, but we've been to places where there are like, they're around. They're like chickens, except they look like rats,
Furry
right?
and cute.
Yeah, furry and cute, but like cute rats. And you go to some restaurants. I've never been to a restaurant like this. My parents have, where they're like around the dining area. Right, everything's sealed, and they're just like cruising around, probably
just
eating
waiting
scraps,
to get killed.
pretty much. So the server comes up to you and he's like, "So, which one would you have?" And you got to look around and point one out that you think is
like
the nicest.
in BC.
No, this is in Peru.
Oh, I was like, this does not sound up to health standards of
Your food running around.
What I thought was a cute story has really taken like a sadistic turn here.
There you go. Well, now you know. Now you know. So yeah, I don't think they have that. I mean, shout out to them because I love them, but everyone else should definitely try them. That is always my go-to. Something else that I found when going to these food trucks festivals is like you really got to pace yourself if you want to try a few different ones. Because if you go to one and you're like, let me get a full meal, you're done. Like you might as well go home, come back another day, or come back later.
That is the number one thing we get. Message to us, feedback, everything about it is, I wish you had sample sizes so I could try everything. And our response is always bring friends. All right. It's really hard for these food trucks. Like they're working in a tin can, 10 by 20 feet. They can only produce so much, whether it be big or small. So they can do 1,000 portions of full-size meals, or they can do 1,000 portions of these samples. But their ceiling is still their ceiling. So for them, it's just lost revenue if they do the little sizes. So we always just say, just bring a group of people and everybody share. That's what these events are supposed to be. That's why they're free to get or free to enter. And it's supposed to be a collaboration of people, get people together and enjoy the outdoors together. Maybe share a beer or share some food because, well, a couple of years ago you couldn't do anything like that.
Mm-hmm. You know how much I love drinking in public.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure you can drink there. They probably have a liquor license.
Yeah.
So it's allowed. You can't just walk down the
That's
street
what I
with
mean.
a beer.
Drinking in a public setting.
Actually, you can now in certain parks, including Douglas Park and Langley.
Parks, but not the like main street in Fort Langley. You can't just walk down on the sidewalk
the beach
drinking
is
a beer.
around the corner.
The beach?
There's a beach down there, the trail. But no, it's nice though because you can have some beer while you're walking around, trying all the different food trucks.
Yeah, there is a brewery we are tapping with Trainwreck Brewing. It's called out of Port Moody. I believe we'll have probably Farm Country on tap as well in some capacity, but we're just working that out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can grab a beer, you can grab your food, you can just walk around with both of them as much as you want.
Yeah, I think you had Brookswood on last year too.
We did. Yeah,
Nice.
Brookswood and somebody else. I don't know. But we try to emphasize local beers as much as possible. We work with KPU Brew on this one.
Oh,
so
cool.
KPU Brew, obviously we're at KPU. They brew a ton of beer, so they're going to be selling beer inside their tasting room at the same time. So you can go in and have samples.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a nice collab.
Yeah, and it's all student brewed beer.
That's really cool. Wow. Impressive. Yeah, no, it's always cool when you can mix to, an event and community like that.
Yep.
That's why.
I mean, that's what events should be.
Yeah.
Right. Events are community and vice versa. You don't have an event if the community doesn't support it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here, because we didn't officially get to announce like what you have going on at KPU.
Mhm.
So why don't we throw that back up and then give people a rundown? Basically, like your promo, and then we can, cover everything on here and
Looks
clip
good.
that and have that for you to post.
Love it. Yeah. I mean, so KPU Langley, April 19th through 21st. It is Food Truck Wars. So it says 45 on there. It's actually 47 food trucks as long as nobody bails the day before, which tends to happen. That's why we went above 45. So 47 food trucks and artisan markets. So I think there's 30 local market vendors coming there. There is beer. There is entertainment on stage. So we have an MC through the whole event as well. We have dueling pianos on Friday, which is super cool. Friday night, have some wine and listen to dueling pianos. It's a big win. Roaming entertainment like the mariachis, Los Dorados. They walk around and play for the crowd. We have princesses walking around. We have
Oh, what?
Spider-Man.
No way.
There is no expense spared on this one for a free event for the community because we just want people to enjoy themselves. Sponsors, if you want to tap into for next year, please let me know. But yeah, I mean, we're really going all out this year and doing as much as possible. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I think you get 24 hours total of event time, and there's programming all the way through from the moment we open to the moment we close. And yeah, I mean,
Sounds like Disneyland.
I
All
mean,
the princesses.
if I had those kind of pockets, it would be even bigger. But yeah, I mean, but that's what people want. Like we want to build a family event. I don't want people to come show up there and get wasted and crush a bunch of Mickeys in the parking lot. Like I want families to show up. That's who's going to enjoy. I mean, that's Florida rodeo for me when I was 14 years old. I'm hiding in the porta potty crushing Mickeys. No, that's not what we want. We
Sounds
want.
very hygienic.
Did you do it?
No.
I did. I'm guilty of that.
Crushing Mickey's in a porta potty?
I mean, that's the most private place, but yeah. You sneak them in through your back pocket. Not your back pocket. They searched you back then. I don't know if they do that now, but
more so.
Oh yeah. That was
But yet you always got it
ultimate
in.
challenge.
You always got it. I remember drinking a bottle of Crown Captain Morgan's in the lineup for the Longhorn. 2-6 like this. Like how do we get this in? It doesn't matter.
It's crazy how busy it is though. And it's coming up too. So yeah, it's like you used to go there all the time?
Yeah, I mean we had food trucks there since I was a kid.
You used to have a food truck there. So you're like,
yeah, well, so we still own 8 food trucks.
oh wow.
So on top of the event business, we own 8 food trucks. So we do events like Cloverdale Rodeo, Calgary Stampede, P&E, like some of the larger events, and then obviously our own. But that was our segue into this. And the rodeo, I grew up there, for better or for worse. I've probably been removed from the property.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, it's so busy though. Last year was insane. We went a little bit late to begin with, but when we got there, the Longhorn was already like 3-hour lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And we waited in the lineup and
That's dedication.
for 2 hours, and then we left.
Well, I think that's why Super Rusty's going to try and bank off that crowd
Oh,
this
that's
year.
going to be huge. Yeah. We were
new-
talking to them.
Yeah, they're quite excited and licking their lips for rodeo time. I can almost guarantee that.
No, it's going to be the spot to go to when things shut down. I think they get an extra hour, but I mean, it'll be full way before that, I think.
Mhm.
That and Gone Country. Do you guys do that?
I know the Ruchinskis very well. Our kids go to school together. We've had a food truck there, not this year though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when you're connected, it's easy to get into all these events. So that's
I just
nice.
connected because I have kids, apparently. Like everyone just gets together that way and say, "Oh, wow, it's so nice to have a beer together when our kids aren't around."
Yeah. What part of Langley are you in?
I'm almost Aldergrove. So
Okay.
you know where DW Poppy is?
Yeah.
That's my backyard.
Oh, nice. I was just there playing golf.
At Poppy Estates?
Yep.
Yeah, nice and
It's a nice little opener round for the season.
I have no idea where that is.
Fraser Highway 248.
It's in the boons, as they call them.
It's a nice space.
really.
I mean, it was the boonies, not anymore now.
No, not at all.
I mean, I used to be terrified driving home when I was a kid because there was no streetlights. And now it is like the city over there.
Yeah. Aldergrove has some condos going in there, and then they have that community center. I love that place
Yep.
with kids.
The Otter Co-op experience.
Yeah, it's like it's like Cultist Lake water slides on a budget.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it.
Well, yeah. And they're not as picky either. You can do whatever, you can bring in whatever you want, I think.
I don't know. We went there twice during COVID.
Yeah.
And we didn't go back because it was just insane. It was like 2 hours to get in kind of thing. Like it was crazy time back then.
Right.
But my kids do go there for swimming lessons. So maybe we should take them again.
Yeah, I know it's fun in the summer. But yeah, so cheap and so close. You don't have to go all the way out to 𝐏𝐡𝐨𝐧𝐞. And yeah, fun times. Over there, it's like 𝐏𝐡𝐨𝐵 is like, I don't know, like $70, $80 now, I think. Maybe.
What, the lake? Oh, the water slide.
No, the water slides. Yeah. And yeah, this one's like 20, I think. I don't know. Got to go there more often.
Like, are you talking for a group? Like, it's not $80 a person.
Per person.
𝐏𝐡𝐨𝐵 like water slides is like $25 a person.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Is that with parking?
I don't even
parking
know.
costs
You're
money. Yeah.
lying.
I
No,
don't
it's
think
not.
I am.
Yeah, it is.
I would not pay $80 to go to the water slides because I don't even like going on the water slides. And I went last year.
That's what I mean. You went last year?
Yeah. There's no way that we would have paid $160 for two of us to go to the water slides.
All right. Hold on. It looks up.
Actually checking the prices.
Yeah, because I thought it was... what is this? Rides? Okay. How much is it?
That's the experience across the street.
Contact us, water... I don't know where to find this thing. How do you... Oh, closed for a season?
Yeah, because it's...
Oh, they don't even have prices then. Because they're going to increase them, I bet.
They're to $81?
Yeah. No, I thought they were up there. Anyways.
Well, it's nice that we have this co-op one, which our township mayor just said is for us and only for us. I'm sure you guys saw that article that just came out where they said they're going to start restricting signups for the local facilities to residents of Langley to give first priority to them because so that those Surreyites don't get...
I mean, that's a long way for them to come. You think they come all the way out here?
Apparently, they said 25% of people within our rec centers are not from Langley.
Wow.
That are taking up like swimming lessons and skating lessons and everything as well.
Crazy. I mean, I could see it if it's that busy, but you're probably looking at like Cloverdale, like, because it's on the border, right? So that, I guess that's not that
I don't know.
far.
It's like pandemonium when there's registration. My wife's sitting there and she's got like 2 pots of coffee in her hand. She's sitting there just waiting to hit
I
the
feel like
button
that's
to see
for
if it comes
every
live.
city because I've heard that the same is for like Maple Ridge, Pitt Meadows, for Surrey. Like everyone, they have to be on there the second that registration goes live.
Yeah, it's like Taylor Swift tickets.
Yeah, just like Taylor Swift.
Which I didn't get and I really tried.
They're gonna start flipping the spots for the pool. They're the swimming lessons. What's that called?
Bad idea.
Scalping them? Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Business idea. Grinding. Okay. So, I mean, what's your favorite food truck? I guess you have 8, so that's biased, but...
Yeah, well, so it's not mine because I couldn't say that for sure. And nor could I say anyone's probably because they would... when they see this, they're all going to persecute me for it. There's a lot of good ones out there. I'll say, you'll know the ones when you get out there too, where you see the owners in them and, they're touching every portion. They really care. Like there is a difference in the food truck world. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say every single person makes everything from scratch and they spend all night baking, right? Just not the case. But there are a large percentage of them that do, right? That make every sauce by hand. And, there's a lot of great ones out there. Us personally, like we produce food fast. That's our goal because we are the guy that supports the food trucks that make everything craft and homemade. But some people just want a hot dog. They want to crush it. They want to shove it in their face. And they want to go have a beer, right? That's my food truck. I sell corn dogs and things like that for that reason. But, there's a pierogi guy out there, old country pierogi. He pinches every pierogi by hand.
Wow.
Like, can you imagine how much time that takes to put that together? I don't think
sometimes they open.
Yeah, well, that probably happens. But if you see Robert, like it looks like he hasn't slept in days sometimes because I'm sure he's just sitting there pinching pierogies until 4 a.m. before the event starts.
Do you have any machines for that? No, my wife likes that one. Yeah, we had that one. They have so many different flavors. Mm-hmm. That's nice. Gives us some ideas for home, Yep.
Love those food trucks are to have something that you don't generally have at home.
Yeah.
Like the Peruvian food. That's not something that you're making on a Sunday night at home. Go try that. And then make sure the kids go have hot dogs from someone like me. But there's so many different things. That's why we have 47 food trucks, so that there's a little bit for everybody. And, if you're a plant-based person, great, there's going to be options for you. If you have never eaten a vegetable in your life, there's a rib truck there for you. right? There's a little bit for everybody so that you can all sit at the same table and say, what did you get? And it just becomes an experience at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I love it. You going to go this year? You can go to the other ones.
She's building a patio set in Summerland.
Where are the other ones?
Maybe I'm going the weekend before. I don't really know.
You have one this weekend.
I have one in 2 days.
In Vancouver.
Yeah, we're at UBC in 2 days. So Thursday, Friday. You would think that you would do an event on a weekend, but you actually do it during the weekday in UBC because that's when everyone's there. And it's like its own little world.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever go to UBC. I don't, because I think I've been there twice in my life, and it is a city over there. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
And we didn't do any advertising or anything last year because we were so focused on food truck wars. We just said, you know what, we're just going to go and show up. And it was insane. There were so many people because they don't get a lot of stuff on campus. Mm-hmm. So when they see 20 food trucks roll up and some music, everyone just pours out. Mm-hmm. And it's a super cool experience to see it and unique. Like, you're not going to find it anywhere else because there is no other university that has that amount of people living there 24/7.
Yeah.
And then also have the facilities to keep them there all day.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And they're all on TikTok nowadays anyway, so you don't really need to do the marketing. Someone will come in on a Thursday and be like, this is your sign to go out and check out the food trucks at UBC.
What do you watch on TikTok?
The foodies. That's the thing. That's how they post.
You sounded like a few of them there.
Yeah, exactly. This is your sign. I don't. They're usually girls, right? This is your sign.
Yeah, we got a few events coming up for sure. Food Truck Wars, UBC, 𝐏𝐸𝐚𝐢𝐴, BCIT, a lot of schools apparently.
Oh yeah.
We've taken a new endeavor on where we do Rib Fest now.
Oh, nice.
So we're doing 𝐤𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐴 and Mission Rib Fest. We did 𝐤𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐴 last year, first time, fantastic. We help with the Shipyards Night Market in North Van. We what's the other one? We just actually announced it today, the White Rock Night Market. So we're going to be doing a night market right along the pier.
Wow.
So we were going to do 19 dates out there. We're now doing 5 because it just kind of came too close to the wire. But the plan is a full-on festival every Friday.
On the pier.
Right in the plaza next to the pier.
Okay,
but inclusive of the pier as well.
No, they're driving the trucks all the way down the pier.
They do a long table there.
I know,
they do?
but they don't drive trucks onto it.
No, but it's, I mean, I didn't go to that because it was sold out so fast, but
it was expensive.
I thought,
but it was good it was for charity.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
that was Sheila's Catering that did that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brent.
Can't imagine, driving food trucks on there.
Yeah, this is concrete, so we're good. It's not a huge space. I don't know. The last time you were in White Rock, it's a very unique space on the promenade there. But I worked there when I was younger, and I've grown up in the area. And we said, let's try something out here. And the city was just like, okay,
more accepting than Langley.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're like, you want to spend your own money and come and bring people to the city? Okay, we're in. Right? Because that makes sense, right? From a tourism angle, you bring people to the city, that's beneficial for everybody.
Of all places, White Rock, though, is what I hear sometimes has some people who are complaining about stuff. So it's nice. It's nice to see that they're all on board with that. That's cool.
Are you talking about like politics complaining or people? People, like the residents?
Residents, yeah.
They may have lived there for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's how it is like everywhere.
Yeah.
People in Langley do the same thing,
I guess.
So there's actually been a huge demographic shift in White Rock over the past couple of years. I don't know if you've been down the strip recently, a lot of the restaurants have converted recently into different styles. And like, it is a mishmash out there. It is not just one demographic in White Rock anymore. Uptown is one group. Down by the beach, you have the people that have lived there forever. But it is a big mishmash with people looking for new things to do. And, the 8 restaurants that have been there for a long time, they want more. And, our crowd, we're hoping that we're going to bring down a bunch of families to the beach and have a good time.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to be unique. It's going to be hard. It's going to be stressful. But I think that one's going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah. It's nice you have, these areas that are also, you have different options. You can go down to the beach or I guess Rib Fest. You're also in the ribs, or rodeo. You're getting drunk at the saloon or watching. So that's cool. That's a cool take.
It's the benefit of BC. You can get a little bit of everything.
There you go.
You can get drunk in a porta potty or hang out at the beach.
Exactly. So, I mean, we talked about obviously some of the challenges of this, but maybe talk about, what are some other challenges you're experiencing? Maybe you can use this as a way to voice your
How
form.
difficult has the city of Langley been?
No, not Langley in general, but just, I'm sure nobody's that easy to handle.
Well, I mean, if you type in my name, or you type in the Greater Vancouver Food Truck Festival, or you type in Food Truck War, City of Langley, you'll get it all. You'll see the picture of what happened last year and some of the challenges we're going through this year. It's not to say that it's hard to deal with people sometimes. It's just sometimes the processes and systems aren't set up correctly for people like me or organizations like us to survive and thrive. Right now, we've been reinventing the wheel for the last 10 years, working with municipalities and private groups to change what they do to kind of push forward to say, hey, whether you like it or not, events and food trucks are going to be happening. That's what people want, right? People don't want to sit down at a restaurant now all the time. They want a quick experience, get in and out, because people are busy, right? And we're very much like immediate gratification. We want things now. And that COVID changed that a lot, right? Netflix, everything's just now, quick. We don't have time to crush 13 beers for a lunch anymore. It's let's get some tacos and get out. And, we really want to be the driver behind that. We've worked with municipalities and some great people to change a lot of the processes to say, hey, we'll do the legwork for you. You just have to give us the platform to do it. Langley City, there's some great people within Langley City, and we've had some great partners and great conversations with them. I just really want Langley City to know that, we want to support them in the transition to becoming this hub that they are about to become. There's going to be a SkyTrain in Langley City. Like, that is going to change the whole city as you know it. That's going to bring in different traffic, different types of people, and different problems and positives. But building a community base around that before that all happens is going to allow them to be successful by having people in place and things for people to do. What do you do right now in Langley City?
They have some great festivals on Saturdays during the summer.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, at that one way?
Yep.
That's the city of Langley is pretty small. Where else are you going to do something?
I guess the one way is the spot, right?
Yeah, the city of Langley is like, what, 7 square kilometers or something like that? It's really small.
Mm-hmm. And everything really seems to happen downtown Langley. Like Carrie James, counselor, and also she runs the downtown Langley, the BIA. She's great. Like, she's always looking to put things on and engage the community. But Langley is only so big, right? There is only so much space to work with. So when we came in to do these events, we didn't see any problems. We said, okay, hey, we're on private property. We're going to bring an event to the city. This is going to be great. And it was just more so that everyone was just so caught off guard to be like, what? There's an event that's going to bring 20,000 people into Langley City? Like, we don't do that. And that's the resistance we've been met with, is we haven't done it. We don't know how. So we're uncomfortable doing it. When we really want to say, hey, like, let's build the platform together. And it's something that we did last year. We sat down with RCMP and fire and bylaw and engineering and had conversations of how to improve this year coming out of last year. And there's just a lot going on in Langley City with the developments and whatnot. I think it was just kind of pushed aside a little bit. And now that we're actually about to do the event again, everyone's back in that same position where they're like, oh God, we're uncomfortable. How do we do this event? It's like, okay, well, we did it last year. It was good, right? Everyone was safe. And there's ways to learn from that to make it better every year. Like, you can't expect it to be perfect out of the gate. And we do put a lot of time, thought, and consideration to this. Like, I don't sleep before events, probably about a week, because I'm just sitting there like shaking, thinking of all the things that could possibly go wrong. Be like, no, just hire another shuttle driver. No, hire 10 more security guards. Right? Just do it to make me feel safe.
Rather be safe than sorry. Yeah.
Right. And that's how we always look at these events, because the moment that you make that big mistake, someone is going to come after you and someone's going to say, hey, that event's not happening again. And we have not had that situation today in 10 years. And it's something that we're proud of, because again, as my wife says to me all the time, she's like, you stress out about everything and you overthink things. Like going through the border the other day, I'm sitting there looking through the receipts, counting down to the penny. And she's like, you don't need to worry about that. And the border guard's just like, what do you have? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it's that one time that I didn't overthink it that it's going to come back and bite me. And then I'm going to sit there and just be flat-footed and not know how to answer the question.
Yeah.
But, I'm not saying anyone's a bad partner here. Langley City's been great to us.
I feel like they're traumatized a bit. There's been events down there on the one-way strip back in the day, like the cruise-in.
That wasn't the city's fault.
No, it wasn't, but it was happening, and
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that happened for a long time
But
too.
also,
And then finally,
them losing the cruise-in, I feel like lost a lot of dollars in the downtown core.
Oh,
That
I
a lot
bet.
of the
There's
downtown
still-
core like depended on every single year. They knew that those couple of days that they were going to make enough money for the entire month or whatever. When it's usually pretty dead in the
Mhm.
summertime compared to like White Rock or whatever. We don't have a beach or anything. So I think them losing that was not the best.
I mean,
move.
yeah.
The city of Langley is just a little stuck in their ways.
Mhm.
They do not like change. And I know that now that there's some new people in office, they are trying to push change. I think we're going in the right direction, but
Everything takes time.
Mhm.
Everything takes time, and there's got to be someone that kind of presses against it to make people uncomfortable, to make change happen. And I'm not saying that I'm that person, but I want to be that person. I want to help Langley City kind of evolve their processes to welcome small business. Versus right now, there's just a lot of buildings going up, and that really just seems to be the priority is all these large buildings and the SkyTrain coming in. And, again, that's going to be thousands and thousands of new residents coming to Langley City. And what do you give them to do, right? You want them to spend money within the city, not venture elsewhere. And you do that through economic development and tourism. And events like these are going to support that and keep people spending money within Langley City.
Yeah. And there's so many people like you, I think, because just like you're doing an event here, I feel like, and you've done one, you've been a part of one just outside where you can still, cater to the same kind of people, but now you're in a different city. But because you want to pay it forward to Langley City, you're doing everything you can to keep it local, right?
Well, again, I grew up in Langley, and the township has been great to us as well. We do a lot of events with them as well. But KPU it's where I graduated from. I'd love to keep the event there, and it's such a great location for it too. It's right on the bypass. You have so much traffic. You have a bus station right down the street. It's a great spot for an event, and I think developing that and fostering that is going to go a long way. And 5 years from now, them saying, "Hey, maybe we need a larger event space to hold these events in the city and keep people here."
Yeah, definitely. Wow, that really hit home, eh? I didn't know. I guess I didn't put two and two that. Yeah, you've been a part of that since that whole, what's it called?
The cruising?
Cruising days. Or was that just after?
It's also a very polarizing subject, that cruising.
I didn't
because
even
it depends
know.
on who you ask.
Yeah.
Because we
These
work
are
with the
her
cruising
toes
right
and-
now.
Stepped on them a bit.
Some people didn't like it because then their like if you were service based, you probably didn't like it because your customers couldn't get to you that day.
I really feel like you're targeting someone.
No, I'm just saying but like people that depend on walk by traffic, like it was a great day.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's a great day for new people to discover them. But like service-based people are have an appointment for their haircut. They now have to park like 6 blocks away to go to their appointment. So they probably aren't going to like that.
Yeah.
I've heard some opinions for sure from local businesses that
Makes
may own
sense.
restaurants in the city.
Makes sense. It's a fun time. I mean, I can't wait to see. I'm thinking about it and trying to plan around it. I'll be back from Mexico on the 20th, 21st. I'll come. We'll make
Or
that.
you.
I don't know. It's like
You're not going to be
usually-
hungover?
I'm probably not drinking that much in Mexico, to be honest. I made some lifestyle changes. So before we get into these cookies, before we end things,
Where'd you get cookies from?
these are from
Oh, I thought
Moreno's.
I thought it was going to be like
Moreno's.
the grocery store.
I stopped for a sandwich on my way, but didn't have enough time.
Yeah, well, you know what? I already ate lunch today, and I was. This is probably one of the first food reviews that I'm not going to partake in because I already ate 4.
Oh, that's why it's so empty. I
Yeah.
thought you just.
There's 8. They come with 8, and I ate 4
Oh.
before this. Yeah, but
That's okay.
how about let's do it now because then we can talk and eat. So these are from Moreno's. That's a Moreno's, not Moreno's, because I got shit
Thank
for
you.
saying that on TikTok the other day. They have great sandwiches.
Who gave you shit?
I just tried to cater to the English speaking and said Moreno's is the best sandwich place in Willoughby. That's what I said.
Oh,
And people were like, oh, How do you saying Morenos? No, but it's like
Would you pronounce it like
Moreno.
that?
I
There's
just
no
it's
A.
Morenos, to be honest, as well.
that's like a North American thing. Morenos, you know? It's
Are you
Moreno.
from Chicago?
I don't know. Morenos. It's Morenos. Or in Spanish, Morenos. That's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want me to say that every time, I don't want to. But
You
okay.
should post just that clip on TikTok
Well-
to make all those TikTok people happy.
No, I don't care about them. But okay, so these are white chocolate chip cookies. So good. I feel like we should have cookies on here more often because I don't get sick of cookies and I can really taste the difference.
That's not what I expected. There's like gingerbread or something in it, or
Yeah, it's like a
Cinnamon?
softer. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they make them there.
There's gluten in it.
There's gluten.
And dairy this time.
Tastes good.
was there not last time?
We had. We don't talk about that one. That one gets us in trouble.
That is not a bad cookie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I love the dark chocolate, the white chocolate. I love chocolate. I don't know, any chocolate. So that's good. Okay, so any future plans for GV
FTF is the easiest way. Greater Vancouver Food Truck Festival.
Greater Vancouver Food Truck Festival, FTF,
Yeah.
GVFTF. Okay.
We inherited the name,
Uh-huh.
and I've been trying to shorten it up for years, but
Yeah.
how do you shorten it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of plans. I mean, so recently this year, we spun off another company that is a byproduct of this called Total Event Co. So we're now doing full event production. So that's where the White Rock Night Market's kind of in place, and a lot of our external activities, working with the Township of Langley on their Canada Day, Abbotsford.
We
You just-
need that. Come here, come to Langley. I don't know if there's any Canada days.
So funnily enough, we were going to be helping do one in Langley City, and I haven't been able to get a hold of them. And I was so confused. I'm like, okay, they kept calling me nonstop to put on this event. What happened? Then in the paper or online, I see an article saying developer has failed, and this project, they don't have enough money to put the project together, and that was here in Langley. Well, that developer was the one that was putting on the Canada Day,
Oh.
so I assume 1 and 1 that they just
Where would they put it in Langley City then?
they were doing it at Douglas.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they did it last year.
It's a good area for
Uh,
the amphitheater, all
Mhm.
the grass and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff.
Couple homeless fights in the
I
morning,
guess so.
generally.
parking's a bit tough there.
We do an event there June 8th.
Take transit.
Yeah, Langley Community Days is a good one there. It's a great space. It is. Parking is limited. The businesses do want to fight you because you close down the street.
It's not my street. I don't care.
It's half a block away.
You get your steps in.
No, but it's great. During Langley Community Days, the one way is packed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of people down there.
Yeah. They do it on the backside, though, towards the amphitheater. Community days.
Yeah.
Whole thing now. We shut down the street. We put this year's 27 food trucks on Douglas there.
Yeah, but Arts Alive, they shut down the whole one way.
That one.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and it's a very busy day.
Mm.
When's ours
That's
live?
nice.
Um,
Summer?
like August 17th or something like that.
We'll definitely be
It's
posting
always the
about
same
it.
day every year for like
Discover
the past 25
Downtown.
years.
We'll probably tag us in some stuff. We'll throw it up there.
Sweet.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, plans at Canada Day, Abbotsford and Canada Day.
We are helping with Abbotsford, Maple Ridge, and Township of Langley.
Okay, cool.
This year.
Or is the township one?
Township is 2 locations.
Okay.
So McLeod down at
Why they're bringing it back then? Because they haven't
are.
done it in a while. That was my favorite one to go to. Because they got the air
airport-
show.
Yeah, the airport kind of put a wrench in that when the airport expanded. They can only do so much.
Mm.
But they also just got approval to do their big drone show in lieu of fireworks down at Willoughby.
Will it be like Langley Event Center?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think
That'll be
the
close.
plans are still coming
Mhm.
together for that and how it's going to look.
See that from my unit.
Mhm.
That'll be nice.
These drone shows are becoming very popular. So I know they're
I
doing
think Vancouver just announced that that's what they're doing this
celebration
year
of
too.
lights, which is huge.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah,
They're not doing fireworks?
as of 2026.
Oh.
Because apparently just the fireworks from Celebration of Light contributes to 4.1% of pollution in Vancouver.
Oh, wow. Until all the drones get taken over by AI and we all die from these drones.
That is a concern for some.
Killer drones. You never heard of that? They're a thing now.
No, I'm not a nut job.
No, they're real now. You don't have
Will
to be a
Smith
nut
warned
job.
us about that in like the early 2000s. iRobot. The robots.
Oh,
just take
yeah,
over.
yeah. But these are drones. I mean, the robots are a bit further out, I think. Drones are
They? They can deliver you sushi now.
Drones can?
Robots. Never been to a sushi
Oh,
restaurant?
There's a place in
The
Langley that
rolling
has
ones.
that
There's a
robo
place in
server.
𝐄𝐦𝐚𝐢𝐥 that does that. Come on.
Wow, 𝐄𝐦𝐚𝐢𝐥 stepping it up.
I think it's the same place, Sushi Co. I think they have one.
𝐿𝐿 is stepping it up, by the way.
Yeah.
Have you
yeah.
been to 1881?
Yep,
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't find it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, bigger signs. Anything else that you got working? Like Canada Day's huge. That's awesome. I'm excited for that. Especially now I have a kid, 2 years old. She's going to love it.
There you go. She's
Okay.
going to love food truck wars.
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Princesses
well,
and
we brought
bouncy
it
castles?
last year.
But there were no princesses or bouncy
no,
castles.
that's why I was excited. That's why I say Disneyland. I don't even have to go to Disneyland. I just bring her to the food truck festival.
That's it. Keep everybody home,
Yeah.
right? There's going to be a lot less vacationing this year with the economy and where it is. So these are considered staycations.
Oh, these are it's gonna be very busy. Okay. Well, where can people find you?
Yeah. So if you go to greatervanfoodtruckfest.com, you'll see all of our events. We're very active on social media. Our social media manager, Rachel, is fantastic. So she's constantly putting content up. Some of it I don't understand, but it's always going up. So TikTok, Instagram, GV Food Truck Fest. And then, Food Truck Wars actually has its own website now. It's become its own entity because it's cool. Foodtruckwars.co. And if you follow Food Truck Festival, you'll find out where we're going to be. All the events, we always post it on there. There's a new one being announced every week right now, probably until mid-May. And then we are just going to run the events and maybe sleep, probably in October sometime.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Once the weather settles down a bit.
Yeah, we take about 30 days off a year. It's nice.
What do you do in the winter?
Lots of events.
Really?
Winter is one of the busiest times.
Wow. Oh, I guess with all the outdoor events for Christmas and
Everyone loves Christmas.
Halloween and stuff. Oh,
and
yeah,
Christmas
makes sense.
is also the biggest consumer holiday there is. People spend the most money in December than they do any time
So
of
you
year.
got to get that food in front of them.
Just an event as a whole,
They also want to eat while they're shopping.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Park that outside the mall. You don't even get a permit like Megan does, and then you'll be good. She didn't get permits for her business. Anyways, yeah. No, you know what? I was gonna say. Speaking of social media, real quick. You're talking about podcast wise. You might be starting something. I don't know. That's still up in the air.
We're working with our friends Couch Cushion Media and possibly going to bring out a mobile podcast studio. We're probably going to start up our own little podcast as well in the next few months when we have some more time. I don't know what it's going to be about. Probably just food truck stuff.
Yeah.
But more so just to kind of spill my ideas out.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to what you guys
Food
are doing
reviews.
here. Yeah.
Food reviews would be great on there.
Everyone does food reviews now.
Yeah,
though.
but we just did one.
He can't do a bad review on one of his people that are part of the food trucks because then they won't want to do it anymore. They won't want to partner with him if they're like, their food was shit.
You need that unbiased opinion though, not from you.
Oh no,
but
people
from
don't
someone.
want it. I assure you, people have gone through and found my Google reviews that I've left 15 years ago for a restaurant and be like, how could you do that to somebody?
Oh my God. Oh, and that's not the owner though. That's somebody else.
No, but that's
people
just,
get offended for other people.
that's
these
the
days.
community saying, how dare you be, unbiased towards somebody. You're supposed to say that everything is good all the time.
Just do a Dave Portnoy, become that guy that people hate or absolutely love more than their own family members.
I was watching his dog's TikTok
Oh
before
yeah.
I came in here.
Oh really? I stopped watching that a while back. It's a little bit too much for
What,
me.
Miss Peaches?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
It's not the dog, it's more his voice that does it for me. I have a dog, so that's it triggers me a little bit to hear that. I don't
Why?
know.
Because he loves his dog
No,
more than you?
I don't know if
He
it's
gives it
r-
more attention than you give your dog?
Yeah, probably. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
There we
Barstool
go.
Sports, the pizza guy?
Pizza guy, pizza review guy. He has
No.
a dog now he rescued, which is nice. And then he just posts about it. all the
Where's
time.
this guy from?
New York.
Oh,
Boston.
I don't really follow a lot of
Lives in New
American
York.
accounts.
He lives in New York, but
But he's
isn't he?
from Boston, yeah.
Is he?
Probably
Yeah.
from Boston, yeah. And live streaming, you should definitely do that when you do the event. That would be nice.
I do.
Oh, you do?
I'm terrible at it. I haven't even had a gimbal until last year.
Oh yeah.
But I walk around. I think I've done it in a Chewbacca mask before as well. I'm always doing live videos because I just get a kick out of that stuff. Like it's a ton of fun talking to people that I know through there, and then people that have no idea who I am and wondering why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, why is this guy screaming into his phone at 8 a.m. about food trucks? And it's part of the process. Every event we do it, and it's just about having a good time for us. Like, we wouldn't do this if we didn't enjoy it.
Mhm.
And getting yelled at by people isn't always that enjoyable, so I have to find reasons to do it, and things like that make it enjoyable for me.
Fair enough. And it's a delicious way to do it as well. Any closing statements from the local space?
No.
Order your gift baskets from the local space. I'm getting some for my clients. They come custom. They come in lots of varieties.
You sound like a robot.
If you have a business and you're trying to give your clients gifts because you want them to keep buying from you, like me, order from the local space. They also do gifts for other things. Anyways, if you're watching this,
He just came to my warehouse for the first time today. He
Yeah.
learned so much.
yeah, no, they have a bunch of stuff. And I was dressed the same way as one of his employees, which is funny. That was a girl. And
Yeah, they were dressed the
we
same.
were matching. It just
I
means
showed
that
up in
I-
my gym clothes and the two of them with their long gray trench coats on. Oh,
that's my business attire. And it just happened to be both wearing black pants and white shoes with the gray trench coat.
The weather's not so nice today. It's excusable.
Yeah, it's that in-between part. Anyways, thanks again for tuning in to Live from Langley, BC. If you're still here, don't forget to subscribe and rate us. We make episodes every week. If you want to check out any others, make sure you check out our page.
what are
See you on the
doing?
next one. I was reading because I always get it wrong, and I obviously at the beginning I screwed up. So
Enjoyed the furrow brow there.
I know I missed a couple letters and the ending here. Let me just fix that for next time. But yeah, thanks for coming on.
No, thank you guys.
See you guys. Bye.